Morning, Darryl. It's 5:57 in the morning. Yeah, damn near close to 6 o'clock here on the West Coast. It's still the 12th of March, 2024. Yeah, I'm still getting there, pal. Time change has been screwing things up left and right. Caught the bit about Morton Downey. Yeah, I didn't see the Oscars. I wish I had, and I don't think I had heard about the incident. No, it's not an incident. It's just basically a joke. Kimmel knows that Robert Downey is recovering. Robert Downey didn't make it private when he came down for his recovery. He came out and he wasn't trying to hide the damn thing after all. It was something he was comfortable with afterwards. He didn't want people to jump on him all the time, I guess, but in the halls he is a bit of a hero of sorts. Even my brother looked up to him a little bit. Even though my brother had a longer time, he would have been considered an old man. He'd be one of the not as much grumpier guys. A long time ago, my brother would have been grumpier, but he learned how to get humor. He learned how to appreciate things in life. He learned how to appreciate life. Me, on the other hand, I was just trying to survive life. I don't think I ever tried to appreciate things except with the family. And said before, it's a hell of a long road to deal with. Some days I can deal with my own grief in the morning, and other days I don't. Other days I don't. There have been times in the recovery halls that I would just lurk. I can get the recovery part. Okay, fine. There's a higher power out there. Fine, trying to keep my ass together. But was I comfortable in this? Was I really comfortable in this? Hell, I remember before I even hit my own bottom, I was still lurking. Grab a book, listen to this stuff, try to do the prayers. Not quite sure if the damn thing would work for me or not. There had been one guy in recovery who came up to me, and he kept telling me he knows where I was coming from. I wanted to hide from this bastard. He never wanted to get into a fight with a guy who had been in there. Wore iron bracelets, but also went to the road of hell. Rode a bike. That was one of the toughest clubs out there. And I didn't care. I didn't care. I was stuck in my own little damn crap. I didn't care about anybody else. That's the that's the thing about some of the memories I come up with is I remember some of the shit I put my mother and my brother through. I remember going to the meeting halls with my brother and just stay the hell out of people's way. Sometimes I'd seen these people laugh with each other, cry with each other, emote with each other. They supported each other, and how much of an outsider I felt. I wanted that. I was too damn prideful, arrogant, and pissant. So it happens you put up all the damn walls around you. Where you don't care about anything about your own damn self. I think it still touches me. It still pisses me off sometimes because recovery is a beautiful thing. It's a precious thing to hold on to because maybe the only damn piece of sanity out there is trying to stay the hell away from the damn shit. I've seen that people go out in and out many times in the halls. I could laugh with them. I could cry with them. I could feel for them. Only if I was out of my own damn shit and into the moment or should have been in the first place, right there and then, appreciating everyone else's company. Downey has made it his way of just dropping the act, dropping the shields, and just be comfortable in who and what he is. It's one of us. Some people are closed-minded and pain in the asses and assholes, and that was me. But when I was going through recovery and trying to deal with people, the problem is I switched from one disease to another disease. I can get away from the damn alcoholism, but you can't get away with something else. Pride and ego. I guess maybe in a way I was still trying to push people away. That was the hardest damn thing to go through, dude. Still is. Oh, you can get rid of the damn chemical and still deal with the cravings once in a great while, but the problem is that damn disease is still your neighbor. Oh, the thing that still sleeps in your bed. Wake up in the morning with an ego and an attitude like you're better than everybody else. You're not recovering. That's a dry drunk. That's probably the feeling sometimes I had, as being a dry drunk. Not giving the higher power a chance, not turning it over to the program, not following the simple steps. It's one thing going into a meeting hall and being a dry drunk. But you're sober, but you're still a dry drunk. You talk, but did people actually listen? Did you actually listen? I mean, that's the thing. I should have been asking myself more and more. Was I actually listening to what I was saying? Maybe my higher power was using a way to get to people left and right. Trying to tell them that recovery is possible. There have been other times I kept praying for humility and humbleness while I was still going through recovery. I still am. I mean, I've heard some people say, "Oh, well, I'm recovered." No, you're not really. I have to be reminded of it. I'm grateful for when you're talking about your recovery, including this one, and you talked about Downey. Downey is not embarrassed. At least tries not to show it. He's not ranting and raving about it. I think he was still doing the serenity prayer in his head. Just trying to let go and trying to deal with the moment as it is. He knows that he's already okay. He's still a recovering alcoholic. And he's all right. It's not the millions that he'd garnered for the pictures. No, he's comfortable in his own skin. But he still fights it every single day. Every day he's sober. Every time he's trying to spread the message to other people. My brother once had met his sponsor. God rest his soul. Clancy. Clancy had been there and dealt with guys like Downey. My brother didn't like Clancy at first. Thought he was a real jerk. It took him decades just to get past that, make amends. And Clancy was one of the special people my brother would call for help, even in his own recovery. And he was grateful for the conversation. I think Clancy did more in one way than some of the other sponsors would. But it helped my brother out a great deal. I'm grateful to Clancy for that. I had never met the man, but I'm grateful for him anyway. There was other guys I remember back at the nest. I got to be grateful for these guys. They know if you're trying to pull a fast one on them. They know because they'd seen it. Look in your eyes and know. I kept my eyes averted from them. Maybe I was too damn angry about myself. Didn't want to see, didn't want to be there in the first place. I was comfortable being stuck in my own damn shit, and people kept trying to tell me that I need help. I wouldn't listen. I wouldn't listen to them. Some people really got comfortable with their own recovery that they were able to laugh things off and really enjoy life. Enjoy everyone else's company. I guess me and my brother weren't exactly like that. But he tried to be that way. At Halls, he could try to let down his shields a little bit and talk to other people. He was great at talking with people, even though when he was out drinking and using. Yeah, I was an isolator. I was always the outsider. I could have been self-destructing and still feel like a damn outsider. Isolator. And when I realized some of the people I truly miss, I'm beginning to understand more and more why those folks went out. I'm understanding it more and more. And it feels uncomfortable. A long while I was comfortable in it. I would open up the windows these days, looking outside, go out, hoping I'd see somebody I know, and even just say, "How you doing?" Social media sucks sometimes. Can't do that to other people, you know. I just can't ask them point blank, "You okay today?" Okay, what's kind of hard is sometimes they don't know how to talk to me. I mean, just talk. Try to see what the hell's going on. I get so damn deprived of transportation out here. It's not even funny, dude. Depend upon a bus transportation to get me to and from places, and I have to time things out whether or not I'm actually going to be able to get to a meeting or not. Meetings are not exactly the easiest damn things to get to in this place. And in Antelope Valley, if you got a car, get to places left and right. You're stuck on transportation systems. And especially dealing out here in the rural, it becomes even harder and harder. Somewhere it's easier and easier for people to get drunk and stupid. They got places. They got places to do that. What keeps me from it? Oh, damn disease will switch from one thing to another. And then again, I'd listen to videos like yours and be reminded. Recovery is still possible. I haven't been in a hall and listened to someone else's crap left and right and start saying, "Yeah, you're full of shit," and I know it. I'd hear it. I'd start smiling at him. What are you smiling about? Yeah, I've heard it. I've heard it before. You don't know me. Oh, no. Should have been seeing the walls then. Now, what am I looking at the walls? In certain recovery halls, you'd see the footsteps. You'd see the shoes of sorts. And you'd look at them and you see it. You hear the stories coming out of them. If you know those guys, you'd hear them. You'd hear it. And then you look at the podium or a favorite spot. And then you hear them. The walls can talk one way or another. Long time ago, my brother and I commissioned one guy to get our posts up there. I never did get back over there to see if I can recover them or not. But if they're still there, then maybe I'm still talking. Still haunting that podium. Just to let them know that recovery is possible. I talk about experience, I talk about strengths, I'm talking about survival. I hope. If I was really depressed enough, dude, I wouldn't think about hope. I start understanding and feeling more about that last walkway, that last pathway. I happen to use the S word, and people start freaking and having a conniption fit over the damn shit, including therapists that I talk to about it. You want to hear the funny thing about it, Darryl? I can laugh and joke with my therapist. I can thrive throwing out some of the stuff I used to go through, or just make up characters and stuff. Freaks her out a little bit. She's actually able to laugh with me, not at me. And the way I may have gotten a friend that way, pal. I can lower the bolt. I can try digging up some of the stuff that's driving me crazy, or else I can try to act a little bit more comfortable. But I still know I am still an addict, alcoholic. I throw the addict in there because I am a food addict times. But I've been a video game. But do I throw a butt in there too? But I know what it's like to be an isolated son of a bitch. Not being able to laugh at the world or laugh at yourself. Take myself too damn seriously. And I see some of these guys comfortable in their sobriety enough that they don't have to take themselves seriously. They don't. Because to them, every single day is a new beginning. Every single day, they look at things in a hopeful fashion. They're the inspirations, dude. The constant inspirations out there. But I'll tell you something. I get jealous about it because I wish I had what they had. Some mornings I don't feel like there's something hopeful and happy because I have to stay miserable all the damn time. It's a constant dumbass thought. I can't look at a morning, I can't look at a day where something's exciting's going to happen. Does it actually matter? Do I really need to matter it? I mean, does it really have to matter? I'll tell you one thing. Trying to get through morning and trying to get through the grieving process, some days it drags my ass down, and I just don't. I don't feel like what other people should feel like. I don't feel happy. I feel like a miserable, chained son of a bitch who's dealing with the grieving, dealing with the mourning a hell of a lot. My brother would keep popping his voice in my head saying, "Where is your faith in your higher power? Where's your faith in God?" And sometimes I have to be an angry son of a bitch in that one. Because I like fire back in his ass on that one. Come up with a dumbass excuse or something like that. I'd say Cleveland. We took the last train to Clarksville. Or he did something else. It's like in a way, it's like, leave me the fuck alone. I'm hurting like crazy. What do you want from me? My brother wanted from me was a lot. Be happy. Just be in the moment with the higher power. Feel a little bit of serenity. Feel a little bit of recovery. More and more. Feel as if the day matters. That I don't have to go out there. Well, I'm talking about going out and getting that drink or something. But I can wake up in the morning. I can wake up in the morning. Not freak myself out as much. Not saying I'm depressed as hell because I miss my family. Yeah, I'm going to be miss my family for a hell of a long while. And some days the grief does hit me, and I'm slammed like crazy. See, other things trying to slam me ass like crazy. But the question is, what would give me hope? Am I looking for a damn physical item, dude? Remember that Jack Palance movie, The City Slickers? Billy Crystal was in it. First movie, not the second one. First one, Jack Palance would raise his finger and say, one thing. Anything else beyond that don't mean shit. Sobriety. I'm sober today. The sobriety has a lot of things packed around it, though. You just have to have faith and trust in a power greater than yourself to restore you to sanity. I wouldn't know what sanity was back then, but I'm still slowly but surely learning it. Sometimes I have to take the hard way. There's no easy shortcuts on this damn thing. But the thing is, in the journey, we learn how to enjoy a few things in life. We just have to just let it go and just let it happen. You know what I look forward to sometimes when I'm looking up in the sky? I'm hearing my mother get up. I can hear her chain rattling a bit. I can look up in the sky in the morning and just feel it. Once in a great while, I'll look at the sunrise in the west. Mountains coming, the sun coming up through the east. If we had sufficient enough cloud cover, man, there are certain conditions that would happen. I'd see Ray-Bans coming out of it. Oh, you just have to capture it on film. You have to chase after mornings like that. You have the damn cell phone camera and go after it. Just smile at it. People think I'm crazy when I do something like that. We get the storms coming through, we get the clouds coming through, and sometimes 3 hours in a day. If the conditions are right, I see what I'm seeing, and I'm snapping. Some people are just running and hiding their heads. I'm snapping at the pictures. I'm snapping at the scenery. I'm not snapping people. I'm snapping at nature. I was a lousy photographer growing up. Tried to do what I could with people shots. I wish I had the cameras back then. I really take some good shots. The ones that would stick with you. I'd never sell them. They're still out there in digital form. But some still stick in my head. A certain piece of cloth, thick enough fluff, goes right in front of the sun, and you see the Ray-Bans, dude. Sometimes I kept thinking of heavens like that. You'd see that. God speaking behind a cloud, amplifying his voice. And you see that effect. I think that's the most awesome thing I'd ever seen in my life. Those are the times, I'm at peace with it. Excited by it. I'm thrilled by it. I'd see snow-capped mountains and hot days to contrast. Or the snowy days. And you still see it. And so them used to rain like crazy. It's not even funny. I have to look at stark contrasts. What's it telling me? What's it saying to me? I think some of my shots on my phone are just basically of nature when I can get it. The rest of the time it just sits. But sometimes I'll take a picture of my dog. Moments. Moments of sobriety I wouldn't even think about. Moments like that just are important to me. Just for that moment, I'm alive. I'll chase after thunderstorms if I had to. If I get it on film. Just even with the lightning going across. Everyone wants to catch the bolts, but sometimes you catch the hues. And the hues would freak people out left and right. This bluish hue in the sky. And you see that activity going on. Blue would be like the light, short, intense wavelength our eyes would detect. Red's the farther away, the distant stuff, but the blue, damn near on top of you. Until you see the bolt. I always had to be careful about those damn things. But I would have been that crazy or insane a long time ago. At least I don't remember myself as such. But it's like I'm witnessing God's wonder outside. I'm in awe of it. The imagery of it. People crave the power. I'm looking for the image. I'm looking for the image of things that matter the most to me. That tell me that, yeah, I'm alive. I'm a witness. Some things to witness are harder than others. I can capture all the pleasurable stuff, but here's the thing about catching the misery of it all. That's even harder to do. But I'm looking at myself sometimes, and I look back at the misery I've done. They would probably think I'm a crazy person going out there chasing storms. Outside the front door anyway. I guess in a way I've been morbidly fascinated about God's power. Hurricanes, tornadoes, fires, floods. Fire scared the shit out of me. It's mesmerizing too much. And it's terrifying, especially when you get too damn close to it. Recovery. You're discovering more and more about yourself. You're discovering more and more about what you are. We could try talking about blue in the face, recovery, what it means. But they have to see it in the eyes. They have to see it in the face. They have to see it in the body that we know and what we are. And sometimes it's transformative when I see that happening in my own damn life. And I'm wondering, am I making a choice or the decisions right? Am I doing things the right way? Am I seeing it correctly? Do I know sobriety? It's not just seeing it, it's understanding, it's feeling it. It's knowing that there's a sense of purpose. I may not smile or laugh as much, especially in the meeting halls. I'll sit back and listen. I'll listen for the message. Then if it's my turn, I'll feel it. Head up to the podium and talk. It's not just to be famous, no. It's understanding the message. It's hearing the message that is meant. And you feel it. And you know. A connection made. I miss some of those days, dude. I miss some of those days. Some of those days I actually look forward to going to the meeting hall and listening. And at times like this, I also miss my family. I miss my brother. I miss my brother. I don't know if he was there to listen to the message. Maybe he was. Or to spend time. Right after Ma's death, we spent more time in the meeting hall than I care to admit. Every single day for several hours at a time, we'd go. And then we had to go back to the house, take care of the dogs, come right back to an evening meeting. We would have morning meetings of being secretaries. I took it as a job. I took it as a responsibility. I took it as something seriously. I didn't take it for lightly. No, not me. If I was going to be fixing the coffee, I'm fixing the damn coffee. If I'm doing the records, I'm doing the records. By being a secretary, I took it seriously enough when I was doing this damn crap. And it wasn't crap. It was a job. It was keeping me busy. It was keeping me out of my damn head because I was in the business. I was in the business. I wasn't looking at recovery. I was trying to find a way to get past the damn pain. Not dealing with it head on, not being torn apart by it. Everyone else that kept telling me to get out of myself and get into the service of others. What they really didn't tell me is how to stay the hell away from the damn shit because it will tear your ass apart. And that's the thing about this one, Darryl. Staying a mess too damn long, it will tear your ass apart. I have to be reminded what's more important these days. I know recovery is important, but trust and faith in the power greater than yourself, that's even more. That's even more. I'm grateful, dude. I'm grateful I found your channel. I'm grateful you found mine. Attitude of gratitude in there somewhere. I just don't laugh about it as much, but sometimes I do. Not laughing at the damn problem. I'm laughing because I feel like it. Something would strike a chord, and not just being mean, like, I'm going to be a mean person. No. Laughter, like, I get it. I get it. More and more. There may be other things that shock and surprise the hell out of me. So be it. Deal with it, get over it, and understand it. And just be part of the problem. Either I'm part of the problem or I'm going to be part of the solution. I'd rather be part of the solution instead of the problem. People say that they can read another person and think he's full of shit. That person doesn't know what the hell they're talking about unless they know. They know. They know. You know, if a person's walked the path. My path at times is grieving and misery and mourning, trying to get through the damn shit without being chemically imbibed about it. What I still have to do is still deal with the power greater than myself and just keep thanking that person. Keep thanking that entity. Keep thanking God. Because if I'm not thanking him, I'm cursing at him. But I have to keep looking at him. Just saying, okay, fine. There's something I still have to do, and there's something I have to learn. Yeah, let it go. Let it go. Hard for a controlling, manipulating bastard like myself to let things go. No. A lot of things I still have to. And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to turn it off. It's okay to let it go. It's okay to get rid of it. Can't recover. I'm going to be holding on to this crap like this. It's one thing if I'm holding on to the love like crazy, and sometimes the love hurts like a bastard, and I have to cry like crazy when I get triggered. I get triggered. But dude, I have to do this. This is the way. And it's all right. It's all right. Oh, I could have done 2 videos on this one or 3, but I just had to get this shit off my chest. I'll talk at you later, my friend. And you have a good morning, pal.